So, I want to get one thing fucking straight right off the rip. I am, this may shock some of you, I am quite a religious person. Believe it or not. I don't really consider I guess I don't consider myself religious. I'm spiritual. Right? Like, I don't really care for organized religion fucking at all. I can read the Bible. I can do the studies. I can figure for myself what's good and bad. Like, I've kind of known that since I was a fucking child. I didn't really lose track of it like some people have. Nevertheless, some people were making the argument that the preacher, whatever, fucking Catholic dude, was in the right for denying the Holy Sacrament, communion, to this guy. Now look, I said I don't like organized religion. I think it's bad. Like, I think it's good in some ways. Like, the community thing is good as long as it's good. You know, sometimes you get shit people, sometimes you get shit communities, and it gives everybody a bad name. But some are good. You know, like, that's a good thing. It's nice to have people to kind of lean on, especially if you have nobody. And that's kind of like what church is supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's feed the hungry and give water to the thirsty. And look upon the stranger as a friend, and hospitality, and all that sort of thing. It's taking care of people. Like, that's the basis of religion. People lose sight of that, and that's when it turns bad. When it becomes, well, I know what's best, so I'm gonna twist every Bible verse I can to make my fucking thing moral, right? Then it just gets bad. Then you have holy wars and shit like that. Like, organized religion can be very bad when people decide to use it. I like the movie The Book of Eli. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's more like post-apocalyptic dystopian action movie, really, than very religious, but it has very religious overtones to it. And the part of the bad guy is played by, fuck me, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, Commissioner Gordon, right? And some of you are going, Gary Oldman, bam, came to me. Alright, so Gary Oldman's like the bad guy, he's the villain, right? And there's one point where he's, talking to Eli, Denzel Washington's character. And, see, I come up with Denzel quick. The favorites, But, so Denzel, he's talking to him, and he's like, look, we can do anything. All we have to do is tell him that the book says so. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like that, because I'm just sitting there going, that's everything I fucking hate about organized religion. They'll do whatever we want them to do. All we have to do is tell them that that's what the book says. And it's like, But I looked in Granddad's old Bible, because, yeah, I really am that fucking American. And, I read of the First Communion, right? At the Last Supper. Right? A lot of events happening on top of each other. And Jesus took a piece of bread, and he broke it up, blessed it, passed it to everybody, and said, eat, this is my body. And then he fucking took a glass of wine and did some shit and passed it around and said, everybody drink, that's my blood. And everybody's like, and it was to solidify the New Testament. It was to solidify the covenant between God and man. That, through Jesus, your sins could be washed away if you were repentant. Like, there's caveats to that, too. It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. You can't just go, I believe in Jesus, and then fucking murder anybody you want. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, you have to feel bad for the shit. Like, you have to be repentant. And as far as Joe Biden, if Joe Biden, the tenets of the Catholic faith tend against infanticide in any form. Call it what you want, doesn't matter, still killing babies to them. They don't like that shit. They don't really so much like condoms and stuff. Like they don't like people having sex before they're married and wanting to have kids and ready to have kids and all that sort of shit. And I can't say that's a terrible fucking belief. Like I don't know. Perhaps people should wait to have children until they're financially, mentally, and morally fucking stable. Just a thought, that's why I don't have any kids. I don't ever plan to be that. Right? So, yeah. That's the deal. But whatever, like, they get ridiculous about it because they're like, we don't like condoms. And it's like, well, dude, you can't fucking just tell everybody to do abstinence. Like, I was fucking chicks the second I got the chance to. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, you can't just be abstinent. Well, like, we have condoms. It's a sneaky wiggle around, but, I feel really bad about it. I've gone long stretches with celibacy. Shut the fuck up. But anyways, so, yeah, like, it's a reminder. It's one of those things to go, you need to be fucking repentant, motherfucker. Eat this. It'll remind you. Fucking not do this shit. And Joe Biden is a person who believes that his worldly power is more important than the hereafter. Right? So he is willing to support infanticide to maintain his worldly power. He's one of those dumb people that thinks, well, if I do terrible fucking things, the ends will justify the means. Like, I'm doing it so that I can be president, so that I can fuck our country over into the utopia, right? Like, this is what he wants to do. He thinks that he's, and then he's just gonna go, oh, I'm really sorry about all those babies that I had killed. And, like, that's gonna, well, all those years you took fucking communion and you were still doing it? Like, that's gonna be God's response, you know what I mean? Like, they need to keep fucking giving him communion. Shit weighs his soul down. Either fucking turn your shit around, Joe, or guess what? Every little wafer winds up weighing 500 pounds when all you have is spirit. Remember that shit. Like, these are stains on the soul. He's taking communion while essentially taking the Lord's name in vain. Like, you guys know that it's not fucking cursing, right? Like, God doesn't give a shit about cursing. Nowhere in the goddamn Bible does it say, don't say fuck or shit or cunt or any of that stuff. It's all bad words. No, God... Jesus was kind of a free speech dude. He didn't give a fuck what you said, right? What taking the Lord's name in vain means is saying, I'm a Christian, while you're stabbing somebody. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for the betterment of Christianity. What? Like, no. So every time fucking Joe Biden takes communion, taking the Lord's name in vain, he's sitting there going, look how fucking Catholic I am. And then votes to have more babies killed. He's living the lie. We're all watching it. Like, I'm fucking like, I think it's kind of cool in the respect that it draws attention to the fact that Joe Biden thinks that he can still take communion and do all this shit and not have people who actually understand religion looking at him going, Joe, what the fuck you think you're trying to prove? Like, who the fuck you think you're trying to prove it to? You're living the lie, man. We see it. This is like the true believers, Excelsior, the fucking true believers out there, you know. And you're looking at your screen right now going, mm-hmm. You know. But yeah, he should be able to have communion. And the fucking preacher should pull him aside every fucking time he has to look down at that man and go, this means nothing to you. You know what I mean? I'll give it to you anyways, but it fucking means nothing to you. You know this means nothing to you? Like, you understand that, right? That'd be me up there going, I'll give you a fucking wafer. You just fucking, there you go. Fucking wafer. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm actually saving Joe Biden if I'm that priest, which is probably the reason why he's like, you know what, fuck you, man. Because that priest was probably sitting there every fucking time he had to give Joe Biden communion going, what good is this doing you? You're sinning more by taking communion. You fucking know it, you plebe. Like, so I get it in the respect of it's not his job to fucking sin with him more, but he should take that as an opportunity to pull Joe aside afterwards and go, you understand taking communion means nothing spiritually. Like, you're just doing it for the cameras, and that's even fucking worse. Like, if you actually believe in God, if you actually believe that you're trying for heaven someday, you need to clean your shit up, or you need to stop all this, because you're not, what are you doing? Like, that needs to be said to Joe Biden. By a person with a fucking purple thing on it shit, like a big hat, I don't know. Pope needs to pull him aside and go, it means nothing. Like, seriously, you doing it means nothing. I think it's a big fucking joke. I'd be laughing about it going, you know, like, every time I'd go, boop, you're going to hell still. Anyways, I didn't want to go on and on about Joe Biden. A comment to answer. Right? So we're gonna pass Joe Biden as he is on the one-way ticket. Right? And we're gonna pray for Joe Biden. Right? True believers. We're gonna pray for Joe Biden and hope that Joe Biden can sweet talk God out of all the shit that he's fucking pulling right now. Like that, you know, we always wish the best for people. And expect the fucking worst sometimes. But all I know is I want to be there to watch it. I want to be there to watch God look at him and go, fucking really? I just think that'd be funny. But yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to laugh at others' misfortune in heaven. Like, one would think that under those circumstances you should kind of be able to. Like, as you're passing through going, me. Look at Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden out there going, what the fuck? But we were doing it for all the people. Yeah, no you weren't. People chanting, lock her up. They get through the gates and... Best behavior, everybody. Best behavior. Alright, anyway, fucking going on. Got a comment to answer. This was on the Why Trump's Gonna Win 2020 video, so, you know, I'm gonna try and not be too harsh. Because I think this person has commented before. I don't remember them being a shithead. I don't really take this as being a shithead thing. I kind of take this as, like, you know, actual criticism. So we're gonna do our best. But know that I like to scream at all the people that are way on the left that watch me. You know, I'm one. For everybody who's new, I'm one of those. If you think it applies to you, it might just apply to you. But if you're watching it going, I don't think this applies to me, then probably not. You know when I'm talking to you. Like, if you're the person, you know. If you're sitting there going, did I leave that comment? Yeah, most likely you didn't. You'll fucking remember, because I tell you, I'm gonna do a video about this. Alright? So, either you're not watching and you don't care, or you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna yell and scream a whole lot of things, but I'm gonna try and use a lot of you people instead of fucking you. Forgive me, though. 90%. Not even close. I may give you 50%. Now, I believe that is a retort to when I said 90% of people are going to fucking vote for Trump. Now, what I meant by that is fucking 90% of people should. I will grant you, it's going to probably be very 50-50. Like, it's going to come down to a fucking knife's edge, I imagine. But I think he's going to ultimately win. Because there just can't be that many stupid fucking people in this goddamn country. I just can't fucking do it, right? I have to believe in humanity somewhat, right? So I said 90% because that's what should happen. Because there's been a study that said 8% of you are fucking lunatics, right? Just fucking lunatics. That's 8%. I'm going to grant 2% just to make it a nice round number. Because you never know when there's going to be additional autism, right? So, whatever. Some people just are hard-headed. The rest of you, the other 40% of you, you have no fucking excuse. I'm sorry, you have no fucking excuse. You should be smarter than all this shit. Open your eyes, listen with your ears, and stop just taking everything that people say. Don't believe anything that anybody says to you. Until 50 fucking people have said it, and you've rationalized it out in your mind and went, yeah, that's probably a thing. Like, you gotta know, for reals. Stop just listening to CNN. Stop listening to Fox. Use them as a nice baseline of a beginning of things to look into. If you really care that much. Right? Anyways. Why Trump may not win. If Trump signs another gun control bill, all bets are off. Alright, fucking look. It's a thing. What did he do? He made bump stocks illegal. Okay, whatever. Shut the fuck up. Like, who gives a shit? He's not going to take everybody's fucking gun. He's going to dribble out bits and pieces to just be like, bump stocks, fucking go away. But notice, he ain't done that shit. There's been quite a few mass shootings since then. But the first time, it was like the first time. And there was a lot of fucking pressure. And it was a bad situation. And it spiraled into all manner of other fucking insanity. And he was like, bump stocks will make you happy? Alright, fine. Fucking bump stocks. People don't fucking need them anyways. Right? Like, so, yeah, there you go. Learn how to trigger finger faster. Fuck your bump stock. So fucking what? Like, seriously. When he starts taking away guns, then I'll be like, oh, okay, this is the thing. But bump stocks is an accessory. It's an accessory you don't fucking need. It's an accessory you want to have. Shut the fuck up. Like, pay attention to what is happening, not just that something's happening. Don't be insane on the other fucking side. Alright, yeah, but that fucking 10% is going to vote for Trump no matter what. Don't be fucking insane on the other side and do this fucking thing. Don't join the additional autism. Don't join the 2%. Right? Like, you're the people that I'm fucking, the people that are going to go, he did a gun control thing, fuck him. Come on. Bump stocks. Shut the fuck up. He promised to build a great wall, which is in quotes, a great wall, but Congress continues to block him at every turn. Yeah. So, you need to be convincing your friends to vote for people that are going to help him get that fucking wall built. It's not his fucking fault that they're blocking him. Again, don't be insane with the other crazy people. Remember I talked about it's a big circle, right? And the crazy people at the polls meet. Like, they're both just as racist as each other. They're both just as violent as each other. They're both just as fucking insane as each other. Don't. I mean, I get it. You want to be fucking here somewhere. Like, you know, I understand. But you're fucking here with this shit. He built a great wall. He's building a fucking wall. He's building sections of it. He's building a couple 100-mile sections of it. Or whatever. He's doing the best he fucking can. He's tried everything. Everything! At least he's doing things. He's done things. He's tried shit. He's waiting for, hopefully, the country to go, look, we need to vote this dude in some help if we want to actually get the rest of this shit done. But everybody dropped the fucking ball with the goddamn House. So, don't piss on Trump for that shit. It's your fucking fault. You guys vote for what you deserve. That's why I don't vote. I don't give a shit what I deserve. Doesn't matter. I'm not taking part in the process. I think it's all fucking stupid. So, you guys get what you deserve. You vote for it. Sorry. He promised Mexico would pay, but of course it hasn't. Well, bitch gotta sign the fucking USMCA. Because that's how that shit happens. A big trade deal that we wind up getting, hopefully, billions in from. That we weren't getting before. Right? Like, I think he kind of thinks that if he gets this shit passed and it starts generating billions of dollars of income that we weren't getting before because we had shit trade deals before, now we got this good one, he thinks he's going to be able to go, now that's how I'm paying for my wall. Like, that doesn't quite work that way, but like, that's how Mexico's paying for it. We're getting shit tons of money from them from this trade deal. Get it? Bitch gotta sign the fucking USMCA. That's my answer to that. He promised to repeal the Affordable Care Act and give amazing health care to everyone. Look, he repealed the really shitty parts. He repealed the fucking mandate. I actually found out how it had to happen. Apparently it was set as a percentage. If you didn't have health insurance for X amount of months during the year, right, you had to pay a percentage penalty against your earnings because you weren't playing into Obama's system, right? Remember how I said the Democrats need everybody to play ball? And if people can't or won't play ball, they have to penalize them in some way to make up for that shit? Because we're not paying into the system, because we're saying I don't want to have health insurance and I don't give a shit, or whatever, we can't get it because we're not eligible, or any fucking reason, right? Like, you get penalized for that shit, because fuck you, we need your money to be involved in the system. Play ball with my plan, and everything works. If you're not fucking playing ball, I gotta punish you. That's how the Democrat fucking shit works. Right? So, Trump said, we're getting rid of that shit. And they said, no, we're not. And you gotta blame Republicans for this dumb shit too. But whatever. So they didn't, because they didn't have any fucking ideas. And they couldn't fucking come up with anything. And God damn it, Donald Trump can't come up with fucking everything. So, nobody knows what to do. So he said, well look, how about this then? The penalty's fucking bullshit. So what he did was, he reduced the penalty to 0. So now, if you don't have health insurance for 12 months of a year, then you have to pay a penalty. And that penalty is 0% of your income. Bing! Like, I'm fine with that. Like, that's a start, at least. At least what we now have, at least what we are now forced to deal with, isn't that much shittier. That's infinitely better as far as I'm concerned. So, right? Like, you just kind of got to go. But, he's trying. He's working on fucking prescriptions. Prices have gone way down. Like, I got to say, my health insurance I have now, like, because I had a span in there where I had health insurance and then I quit my job and I didn't have health insurance for, an amount of time. And it was in and out and in and out. And so I wasn't really paying attention to shit. I didn't have to go to the doctor. Now I have to go to the doctor. All of a sudden, I'm not paying copays for shit. I don't know why, but apparently health insurance is changed. And I haven't paid a fucking dime for anything I've had done in years. So, seems like shit's gotten better to me. Get a job. He promised to reverse trade deficits. Instead, the U.S. trade deficit with Europe has grown. Again, like, the shit with China is slowly sorting itself out. Pay attention to what's happening in Hong Kong. Pay attention to what's happening with China. That shit is slowly sorting itself out. I think we're going to wind up... that's going to be Trump's trump card for the 2020 election. I think he's going to roll out I mean, they're already talking about dealing. They're already talking about adhering to intellectual property rights. Like, they've said this kind of shit before, but they've never fucking said that. So, you just gotta kind of hope. You gotta kind of hope that they're feeling it enough that they're gonna want to deal with some shit. And then that's gonna fucking do a lot. He's trying to get a deal with fucking Britain, but who fucking knows what's going on with them? Right? And then fucking USMCA. Bitch gotta vote that shit in. So, he's working on it. Like, that's a lot better than doing shitty deals. That's a lot better than doing nothing. He's working on it. Give him help! Trump hasn't withdrawn any U.S. troops and is making the situation worse by allowing Israel to dictate our military actions. Like, honestly, I just wanna ignore this one because it's like the whole Israel thing. I'm just fucking tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. They're like the only country in that entire region that isn't trying to attack us for some reason. And that isn't trying to attack somebody else for some reason that isn't, we're fucking trying to defend shit. And it's just like, everybody hates them because they're just Jews. And like, we're helping them out. Guess what happens if we stop helping Israel? Same fucking thing happened when we stopped helping the Kurds. Right? So, and he ran on, I'm gonna help Israel. He ran on, I'm going to move the fucking consulate, right, to Jerusalem in Israel. And he did that shit. Like, he ran on that. You forgetting that fucking part? Like, you're kind of contradicting yourself. He's did all these things that he didn't do. Helping Israel. He's helping Israel. What the fuck is it? Oh, I know. You don't like Israel. All right. Well, it's one of those, well, I don't like Jews things. And the Jews are running the country. That's why I want to just fucking ignore it. Because it's really? So, yeah, I don't know. We will build gleaming new roads, bridges, highways, railways, and waterways all across our land. Failed miserably. 100% or 0% progress. Admittedly, this one pisses me off the most. We have infrastructure that's more than 100-year-old, in dire need of attention, and trains and are a global joke. And goddamn it, I want hyperloops. Well, your fucking hyperloop idea, you need to watch a little bit more Thunderfoot, because that is some funny ass shit. That Hyperloop thing is fucking retarded on the face of it. I know Elon Musk is God, but whatever. Like, you guys are, again, crazy on the other end. Fucking, all I see everywhere I go is road construction. I get up for work, I have to travel through 3 road construction areas to get to work. It's a 10-minute drive. In 10 minutes, I travel through 3 different road construction areas where they are repaving and fucking with roads. On my way to lunch, I go through 2. That's a 10-minute drive. If I go on the expressway to go to my parents' house, it's a half-an-hour drive, right? And I go through 2 separate stretches that are like 20 fucking miles long of construction. I see them building new bridges, new on and off ramps that look a lot safer and longer and nicer slow down times and not fucking twisty and windy. I don't know what shit fucking state you live in, but Ohio is fucking, they're working on everything. Everything right now. And it's fucking annoying. So, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you live, but apparently you must live in a blue state. And you gotta kind of consider that. You're not in Trump's rule. You're probably in some fucking sanctuary city. Yeah, of course they're not fucking working on the roads in your area. Because they're giving all that money to the fucking immigrants that are coming in. They have to. They promised. So, you need to go out and vote for different people, don't you? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Ending the opioid crisis. Failed. Well, I mean, they are fucking charging doctors. Like, they're literally charging doctors with you prescribed billions of fucking pills. So, yeah, there's still a lot of illegal drugs out there, but Yeah, I don't think anybody's prescribing the shit anymore at all, because they're like now charging doctors with like life sentences and shit. So it's well on its way. Have patience, man. A lot of this shit, you're like, it didn't immediately happen. It doesn't immediately happen. Fucking infrastructure, really? It takes a long time to build the Golden City. Rome wasn't built in a day, motherfucker. Alright. Perhaps Trump's most absurd this is why I'm like broken promise. You're crazy on the other tip. Drain the swamp. Like, it's asinine. All of this shit is asinine. Really? He can't control other people. And he's finding out that a lot of people are shit. And he's firing them. He's going through people like crazy. Because he needs people that know what's fucking going on. And all the people he finds that know what's fucking going on wind up being shit. So he has to get rid of them. Get somebody else in. Again. Yeah. Is this fucking I Dream of Jeannie to you, Donald Trump? And it fucking, what, it just happens? This shit's fucking frustrating, man. It's fucking frustrating. It's kind of immature. It's one of those, but I need it now type of things. Like, it's what goes through my mind every time I read this shit. It didn't happen yet. No, we don't have flying cars, motherfucker. I know, it's 2019, and we should be like, I mean, what it was fucking Blade Runner was 1989 or some shit like that. Yeah, I get it. I'm disappointed too, but you know what? So there you go. Reading comments from you guys. I always appreciate them. I always love reading them. But it's like, you need to reread your shit before you press send. You guys type all this stuff out and you think, well, I'm typing something. Well, I'm typing a lot of stuff, so this is all gotta be good. You need to look at it with a more critical eye. Or else you're bringing this to me to get this shit. I don't fucking know. Maybe some of you guys might be, you know, some of you guys might be like, this is what I hear from people. You know what I mean? And like, you can relay that to me. I will scream at them as if I'm talking to them, because that's kind of my process. So you don't need to, you don't need to pretend like it's you. You can tell me. I don't know. Shit. You also got me on a good day. I got riled up at work today, so there you go. Hope you'd enjoyed. I hope this answered all of your questions.